Hello friends, let me take you along with me on what ended up being a really huge weekend. The girls and I went to the Eltham Jazz Festival on Friday night. The music was perfect, the food was delicious, and the community spirit was really fabulous. I ended up catching up with some friends there that were also attending, and we just spent a really lovely Friday night evening enjoying the weather, enjoying great music, and just enjoying the atmosphere. Eltham is a little suburb in the northern eastern suburbs of Melbourne, and it's just down the road from where we live too, so it's really lovely. And it was nice to experience the community spirit that was showcasing for us that night. The weather was phenomenal. It was really hot and lovely. And then on Saturday, my husband and I went to Sacca's to do some grocery shopping. We needed some meat for a barbecue. We've invited some friends over, and I think the rest of the video is quite self-explanatory. So let's get started. Oh, those are yummy. Almond, a white chocolate dipped. Oh, they're all yummy. Biscoff dome tart, lemon and yuzu meringue. Oh, I've had breakfast, so I'm not hungry, but we, as in I, have decided that we're going to try the orange almond and coconut cake that looks delicious, and I'll let you know how it tastes. And they also have ice cream. Look how yummy that is. Okay, this is what I have to put up with. Show them what you were doing with the coffee. Show them what you were doing with the coffee. You play an angel now. Yes, no, you're a brat. No, that's what you were doing before. Show them what you were doing before when I was trying to take some footage. Oh, you're unreal. Every time I try and take footage or photos or whatever we're eating, he goes like this. He puts his finger in there. He wants to be a finger model. Show them. No, show them how you do it.
Oh my God, can I drink my coffee in?
No. Not until you show them what you try and do to my photos. Show them what you try and do to my photos. When I try and take a photo, what do you do? No, you're a brat. It's not yours. Oh, this looks yummy. What do you think? Yummy? Good choice? What do you think of the Saccas? We've never been to this one here in Coburg.
No. Same format.
Is it? I feel like this one's bigger. It's on the same scale, but it gives me the feelings of Lamana.
That's what I'm thinking about yesterday.
I was thinking about that one. Okay. It's got the same feel about it, doesn't it? Not as big as Lamana, because Lamana's got the tiramisu bar and all that. But same feel about it. It's Saturday afternoon, just gone 3 o'clock. In about an hour's time, we're going to be hosting some friends, and I thought I'd take you along with me as I madly get organized. I've got Kevin outside setting up the alfresco. He's just moved some tables and chairs around, and he's about to set up the drinks. Here he comes, and we've just come back from Woolies where we've just done the last bit of shopping. Drinks, soft drinks, ice, things like that. And then, hello! And it's basically the chaos before the calm when everyone arrives. So I thought I'd take you along with me. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. I'm going to show you what I'm going to make. Normally we'd have an antipasta platter, but it's 34 degrees here in Melbourne today. I'm ready to go. I just have to touch up my lipstick and just fix up any makeup that's run. It's been so hot today. We went to Sacca's in Coburg, a huge supermarket that reminds me a little bit of Lamana in Essendon Fields if you're in Melbourne. Anyway, we did some shopping there, and then I actually am going to be making, because it's so hot, sorry if I'm rambling, I'm trying to get it all out. I'm going to make, like, instead of an antipasta platter, which is, it's too hot to have cheeses and cold cuts just hanging around there. I saw a reel where someone was using these flat breads and using them almost like a bit of a pizza base, but having them as hors d'oeuvres. And what she did was she spread jam on the first layer, rocket, and then she put prosciutto on top and a balsamic reduction on one. And on the other, I think she did something else where she had camembert cheese and something else. Anyway, I'm going to have to use my phone to look that up because I've forgotten it. But anyway, I'm going to put the groceries away from the end of the bench top. We've got pastizzi going in the oven. We've got peas and ricotta pastizzi in the oven, and we've also got eggplant, and we've got onions because Kevin's going to be making an eggplant dip. 3:10. I need to get organised. Anyway, let's have a look at the chaos before the calm. Not all the drinks are going to be drunk today, so some are for the pantry for the week. Could you please grab me the big white balls from over there for the chips, please? I want to use. I've got the pastizzi in the oven and the eggplants for Daddy. Okay, this is going to be taking a lot longer than I anticipated. When I start making the pizza antipasto, I'll turn you back on. Otherwise, I'm going to be able to edit all this. So I'm going to use fig paste that I made last summer. I haven't really used it, and it says to use a jam. I think fig goes really well with prosciutto. So I'm going to do this. Yum. And basically what she did is just spread it over the bread like that. Should I make two of the same, like a big one of the same and then another one, a big one of the same? I'm just thinking 18 people. Okay, this is the reel that I am looking at. So that's the cheese one. I'm not doing the cheese one. Well, I am, but later. The first one is, so the jam, rocket, prosciutto, and feta. I'm making it without dairy because my daughter's boyfriend can't have dairy. So it's just going to be sans cheese, and then the next one will be cheese. So the second one with the cheese has got, what is the base? Salt. I think it's got, oh, that one's got honey, so no jam on that one. Got it. Okay. I have to say the prosciutto at Sacca's was actually quite a good price, and I got a fair bit of it, and she said she was going to slice it really finely for me. So hopefully, oh, perfect. They had just opened up a nice big Parma prosciutto, which means the slices, oh, I broke it, doesn't matter. Look how big the slices are. Massive. Twice my hands. Okay, and then the glaze. I wonder whether I should put the glaze later. I'll glad wrap it, and then I'll put the glaze on these later so they don't go too soggy. That's one, and that's the second one before I put a glaze on it. Now, the problem is I've only got those two trays that are that size. What am I going to do? The other ones are thinner. So the bread is going, oh, it might be just right. Might be just right. Now they've put a little bit of salt on it and a little bit of olive oil. And then the cheese. I didn't think it needed anything fancy cheese-wise. So I just bought these little small pieces of brie, and I'll probably put a little bit slivers on each one. So we'll see how we go. Now I know some of you will be saying, where are the children to help with all this? One's just come back from work. The other one helped clean the bathrooms for me. And whenever I'm in a creative mood, it's best for everyone to just let me be in my own space, because I actually keep looking at the time and I know exactly how much time I have. Whereas if I have to keep telling people, I need this, I need that, and the other, it slows me down. And I'm going to have these ready in 5 more minutes. And then all I have to do is bring out the meat later on and tidy up this mess here. And that. Hey, sweetheart.
Hey. What are you making?
I saw these reels on Insta as, instead of an antipasto platter, to have these little like mini pizzas type of setup. And then you just cut them up.
Do you cut it up? Or?
Yeah, you cut it up. And then they're just easy to go. And I thought, that looked interesting. And I thought, I can do that. Now, these are not Lohan friendly. So they've got cheese, yeah. But there's the prosciutto one over there. That's Lohan friendly. All I have to do is put drizzle the balsamic vinegar or balsamic glaze on that. And on this I have to drizzle honey. Actually, could you grab the honey for me, please?
Just like the big container.
Just a big container, yeah, because I need to warm it up. And then I need pistachios. Thank you. I need to zap it in the microwave. I think I've got pistachios, yeah? Me. Can you taste them to make sure that they're not stale?
But yeah, that's before 5th of... Oh, they might be stale.
No, they're fine. No, she's fine. I think everyone's home. I don't know about Isaac. Yeah, it's yummy. Lohan asked me whether it was going to give me PTSD. And I said I was very careful to choose little pieces very carefully. All right, then this. Actually, could you cut these up for me, please? So like this. They don't need to be paste or, you know, like little ones, but just about that size. Thank you. I beg your pardon?
I love that you stated that I get stressed when I'm in the kitchen because my kids. I think last time there was a comment being like, where are your kids?
I know, I remember that last time. Why are they helping? I'm like, no. Sometimes it's just that I get stressed out and it's best to just let me be.
Is that fine or do you want it finer?
No, that's perfect. Thank you.
Is that...
No, I'll need the whole bag.
The whole bag?
Yeah. I've decided to pre-cut them all because I think that's just going to make life easier when people pick them up. And then I'm going to drizzle the honey. Yum, this looks so good. They already look fabulous. And now I just have to sprinkle the pistachio nuts on them. Here's the prosciutto one. Yum. Yum. And now to set it all up.
Good, how are you? Good day for it.
I just
Wish we had
made a...
Salad, perfect, okay.
The mess is not too bad this morning. The floor is a mess. Let me take it outside so I don't wake everyone up yet. So this is what's left over from last night. I have to say, everyone enjoyed themselves. And it was a last minute, like we really only organised it last Friday on Valentine's night when Kevin and I were talking at dinner that the weather was going to be beautiful for yesterday now. It was going to be 34 degrees and we'd mentioned at our previous get-together, I think it was Kevin's birthday, that it would be nice to have everyone over on a day that's really nice and sunny or nice and warm and be able to use the pool and the spa and just get together. And everyone commented last night, oh, what a great time they had and how much fun it was and that we should do it again. So I'm glad that I got Kevin out of his comfort zone and organised something with him. But today, I have to clean up all this mess. Well, not I, we have to clean up all this mess, but it's not too bad. I'm just going to go around and collect all the towels and put them in the washing machine. Oh, it was so windy that this plant toppled over. Okay, let me fix that. Oh, that looks dry. That needs to be watered, so I'll do that. But let me get the towels first. And then put these in the wash and get the day started. Today, Kevin and I are going to... That's the laundry, so I'm just going to come around the other side because it's all locked up. Oh, these plants need watering. Anyway, today Kevin and I are going to the Caravan and Camping Show. We like looking at RVs and caravans. Let me flip you around so we can chat for a bit. Actually, I'm going to sit up there. It's nicer. Oh, I have to go in the pool area. Hold on. It was so funny last night. The boys just came and sat here and some fell asleep as the others were talking and it was just, they had fun. So that's the main thing. Anyway, okay, good morning. Oh, look a mess. I've just rolled out of bed and had a coffee and I woke it up a little bit. So today we're going to the Caravan and Camping Show. Ken and I have, I don't know, we've toyed with the idea of maybe buying a caravan or a camper van, but we're not quite sure how I would cope. I like my comforts, and so for me to be going around Australia in a caravan, it would have to be quite comfortable. So I don't know. So anyway, we're going to the camper. What is it? The Caravan and Camping Show, and we'll take you along and just show you some highlights. And then tonight we're going to have family dinner, and it's going to be barbecue. We bought so much yesterday when we went out that we didn't end up using it, because by the time you have the nibblies and then you bring the meat out, and then they brought some desserts. I don't think I took any footage of the desserts. One of the wives makes beautiful profiteroles from scratch. She actually makes the puff shells from scratch, and she told me how she does it. She melts butter and water, then adds flour over a heat, and then blends in eggs. Anyway, she's amazing. She's all self-taught, and she does a wonderful job, and the profiteroles were absolutely divine and delicious. We scoffed them all up. There's none left. So there's none of that footage to show you. Everyone commented on my rustic pizzas that I made. I suppose they all call them pizzas, because really in effect that's what they turned out to be. But those little squares that I made, they were a hit. They all got gobbled up, so that was amazing. Anyway, I'm just going to sit here for a little bit, read my book, and then go put a load on, because the washing machine is not going to be able to cope with all the towels that we used last night, and then get started for the day. It's about 7:30 Sunday morning, and the Caravan Show starts at 9:30. I'd like to get there early. It is the last day of the show, so it'll be interesting to see how many people are there. But if I get there early, then I'll be able to take some footage without too many people around, hopefully. Anyway, I'll see you later when I look a little bit more presentable. That looks like a comfortable ride. Sorry, your face is really big there. Every pore was seen. There's the washing machine.
Okay.
Truck battery. House batteries under there. Does this push out?
It's already pushed out.
Okay, so then it comes back in this section here when you're driving it. This is better. It's got hanging space. It's got a vanity, and you can close the shower.
Oh, but you can video entertainment as well.
There you go. I can do like a dance shower show. This is nice. Very nice. Look, it comes fully stocked with drinks. Twice as much as the other one, but this is very nice. And look at the driver's seats.
They belong to customers.
Oh, okay. It's got our bed linen. The showers are a bit bigger, which is better. They're too small, you can't turn around. And the skies have opened up. Flooding Melbourne today. Oh wow. Babe.
Oh, this one's big.
Yeah. And that's 100
Juice.
a lot. less than the previous one.
I like this. I like the fish.
Yeah. The shower's decent.
Yeah. Okay. This one's a
Good contender. It's 280.
yeah.
The other one's 450.
Yeah. I like this one.
It's like 170 less.
I like it actually feels.
I guess, does it spread out? Yeah, it does spread out.
Yeah.
You know how it opens out on the outside? These all
You know,
come back in.
Anyway, the design goes, even the kitchen.
The kitchen looks nice. Yeah. It doesn't have the pull-out coffee maker, which the other one had. This is nice. Yeah, this is nice. And I guess that's a spot for the TV. Oh no, it's too far away from it. Unless you have one. Oh no, look at the TV over there. It's big. Maybe another TV for when you're sitting down. But you can watch that one too. Nice. And it's clear blue skies again. Melbourne. Welcome to our car catch-up with Kevin.
Hello.
We've just been to the Caravan and Camping Show in Flemington, Melbourne. I did say earlier this morning that we were going to go and have a look because we're hypothetically, but we're sort of planning ahead and thinking about one day we're going to retire and what are we going to do with our spare time when we're in retirement. And so we've always, not always, but we've thought about and toyed with the idea of getting a caravan or a motor van or a...
Well, we used to have a beach house, but we kind of got sick of going to the same place.
Yeah.
Whereas a motorhome or a caravan gives you the option to go to
Yeah.
different places.
And when the kids were little, we used to go to caravan parks, not with a caravan, but we'd hire a cabin, and we liked that, except then we started going to the same cabin all the time, and we kind of got sick of that. So then we stopped going to the cabin, and now that the kids are older, they don't want to travel where we want to travel, and we like the idea of being able to just pick up and go where the whim takes us. So we thought, okay, well, let's start exploring the options. So we went to the Caravan and Camping Show today, and we looked at caravans, and we looked at camper vans, and we looked at motorhomes. And why did we haven't bought anything, just to let you know, it was just doing our due diligence research. So we looked at caravans and we liked them, but why did we decide against them?
Well, for the cost of a caravan, by the time you'd also have to enough to tow. And when you add that investment together with it, a motorhome almost is better value.
Yeah. So we considered a caravan and decided against it. So then we started looking at motorhomes.
Because the caravans we like were big caravans.
Yeah, they were big
need
caravans. So we'd need a nice...
really big vehicles to tow it.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
of those vehicles are in excess of probably 100, 150, maybe even more.
Yeah. So then when you look at the cost of adding a vehicle to the caravan, then you might as well look at a motorhome, and then you've got everything in one. Except that with a motorhome, then you still need a vehicle, you know, when you want to go into town and do some shopping. You don't want to take the motorhome with you wherever you go. So anyway.
But they do have the option where you can tow a small vehicle behind the motorhome.
Yeah.
They suggested something like a small little Suzuki Jimny, which would be big enough.
Yeah.
If you needed something like that, you could tow it with it.
Mm. And a Jimny goes off-road too, doesn't it? So
Oh, yeah, they can, yeah.
yeah. So yeah, so we started looking at some motorhomes, and there are some beautiful motorhomes, and of course you can guess which ones we liked and looked at.
Yeah, we saw a few, and we walked into this motorhome that didn't have a price on the outside. And I walked in, I'm like, wow, this is really nice.
Paradise luxury motorhomes.
And I said to Deb, I bet you this is probably the most expensive one we've seen today, because Andy looked.
It looked beautiful. It was massive inside because it opened on both sides or just on one side?
On one side.
It opened on one side by about half a metre. And so the space then between the bed and the kitchen area
Very roomy.
was quite roomy. And it had the bathroom at the rear, so you didn't have to walk through the shower and the toilet in order to get to the bed. So that made it really attractive.
There were some really weird layouts that we saw too.
Yeah. That we thought, oh, that's just not going to work.
Some had the bathroom centrally.
Yeah.
So if you were coming from the bedroom and someone was sitting on the toilet, you had to open a sliding door and go through the toilet,
Yes.
which kind of wouldn't be
No.
that nice to do. Yeah, so that was really nice, and that was quite.
That was the most expensive one. That was the one that we said, well, if we went that Sloto, that's the one we're going to buy. It's the Paradise Paradise Liberation series. So that's our dream one. And then we went and looked at Jayco, and Jayco have a huge range. And of course, you know, we thought, well, let's have a look at the biggest one. And surprisingly, the biggest one was a lot more, well, you know, relatively a lot more affordable than the one that we liked. The thing is that the one that we liked is all white. It's all top of the line, everything. And the Jayco is also nice, but you can't change the colors. You can't change the fittings, the finishes.
It's a bit more mass production.
It's more mass production, but it does the job, and it's quite large as well. It's quite comfortable. It's quite user-friendly.
And look, for the price difference, there's a lot more value for money in the Jayco.
Yeah. When you sort of work it out that if you sort of work at about $300 a night for accommodation, were you to go and stay somewhere, I worked it back that the Paradise one was going to take us 4.5 years of full-time use every day, 365 days a year for 4.5 years. Whereas the Jayco one was going to be 2.5 years. So, and then we went and spoke to the guy from the gentleman from Jayco, and he said, because he said, how soon would you make your decision? I'm like, oh, no. We're just doing our research for a few years from now. And he said, well, why have you considered hiring one? And we said, really? You can hire them? And apparently you can. What was the company that he said?
Let's Go.
Something like that. And you can actually rent them out for a week. And we thought, what a brilliant idea. Rather than forking out the amount to buy a motorhome and then realize, actually, I don't like it, why don't we rent one for a week, drive it to where we'd want to use a motorhome, and then evaluate whether we like it, don't like it, enjoy the experience or not. And then, you know, that's something we could do now.
Yeah.
We don't have to wait till we retire. We could do that for a week and say, yep, okay, let's lock ourselves in for that week. Let's see what we can hire. You can't hire the biggest one that we were looking at. You can hire the smaller, the one down from that, which is fine for a week.
Mm.
And it would give us an idea of what it's like. So we thought we might do that. Actually, good idea. Before we go, why don't we ask our viewers, if anyone's got a motorhome, how do you enjoy it? Where do you use it? What are the pros and cons of one? And yeah, it's something that we're interested in looking at. And yeah, we'd love to hear from you. If you've got the experience and the knowledge, by all means, share in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, thank you for joining us. Have a fabulous day wherever you are. Bye.
Bye.